for watching We Recycle the News, where we have time to go to the beach and drink during the day because we just recycle headlines from past stories. Today we're going in depth on monkeypox, or is it moneypox? Who cares? Because these are the headlines we're recycling from COVID-19. No matter what you hear, monkeypox was not created in a lab, and other claims debunked. We got that headline from an article in Science published September 2021, Call of the Wild, why many scientists say it's unlikely that SARS-CoV-2 originated from a lab leak, which later turned into Fauci's shutdown lab leak theory, despite scientists lending it credence, emails show. Then there's the WHO saying monkeypox won't turn into a pandemic, but there are many unknowns. Where did we get that headline? Back in February 2020, why won't the WHO officially declare a coronavirus pandemic? Whoops, that didn't take long. WHO declares coronavirus pandemic. Then there's WSU experts, Washington monkeypox case cause for concern, not panic. Like Biden saying Omicron, a cause for concern, not a cause for panic. An easy copyright plagiarism from this article in early 2020, where they say, starting today, you'll notice CNN is using the term pandemic. While we know it sounds alarming, it should not cause panic. Then there's Belgium now introducing quarantine for monkeypox cases. Where did we get that? Howard Springs, Australia police arrest quarantine escapees during COVID. And we can't forget those pesky lockdowns. Monkeypox surge linked to end of COVID restrictions as virus finds new niche. But don't worry, it'll only be 2 weeks to flatten the curve, which this article says then turned into 52 and counting. And where are we now? 2 years? There are plans underway to ramp up monkeypox testing if the outbreak grows quickly. Didn't have to work much on that headline. We just pulled this from the New York Times in early 2020. Trump vows more coronavirus testing, which then turned into there's one big reason the U.S. economy can't reopen. There are not enough tests to contain the virus. Planning to travel? Don't think so fast. CDC issues travel advisory after 2 new U.S. monkeypox cases confirmed. To get that, we just tweaked this CDC press release from early 2020. CDC issues domestic travel advisory for New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. Are you an animal lover? I hope not, because pet hamsters in monkeypox homes face quarantine in secure facilities over fears virus will spread via wildlife, which we just tweaked a little from this NPR article from COVID-19. Health workers in China are killing pets while their owners are in quarantine. And now to America's favorite extracurricular activity, vaccines. Monkeypox outbreak, Mass General first hospital in U.S. to use vaccine for the disease outside of clinical trials, which is just our 2022 rendition of this article, how the first COVID-19 vaccinations rolled out at hospitals across the U.S., which got a little out of hand in some places like Austria, where police conducted random checks to enforce COVID lockdowns for the unvaccinated. But don't worry, in the United States, you don't lose your freedom, you just lose your job. And we here at Recycled News say, that's great, we hate working. Sit down for this one. International simulation in 2021 predicted current monkeypox outbreak. That headline was too easy because the Event 201 scenario from October 2019 simulated an outbreak of a novel zoonotic coronavirus transmitted from bats to pigs to people that, quote, eventually becomes efficiently transmissible from person to person, leading to a severe pandemic. It was a partnership between Johns Hopkins, the World Economic Forum, and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. But don't you dare start questioning Bill Gates. PolitiFact says Bill Gates is behind the monkeypox outbreaks. No, Bill Gates isn't behind the monkeypox outbreak, which we just recycled from this CNBC article. Here's what Bill Gates has to say about those COVID-19 vaccine conspiracy theories he's pegged to. He's like the public health Mr. Rogers. And it's not like he's said or done anything that would cause skepticism. Like this quote from recently about COVID, we just didn't understand it's a fairly low fatality rate and that it's a disease mainly in the elderly, kind of like the flu is, although a bit different than that. Big picture, the New York Times nails it. To fight monkeypox, remember the headlines, I mean lessons of COVID and HIV. And don't forget, you can help us spend more time doing nothing by going to AllisonWinePromo.com, and we'll recycle more headlines in your honor. If you go to AllisonWinePromo.com, you get 50% off my favorite Malbecs from Argentina, 2 from almost 9,000. I'm trying to shoot a promo here for crying out loud. Anyway, Go to AllisonWinePromo.com, support my work, get some amazing wines, 50% off the wine itself, 2 from almost 9,000 feet, extreme altitude wines, as well as one that uses natural fermentation. Grapes working a lot hard under the sun, just like me. And if you're a coffee or tea drinker, you don't have to sit this one out either. You can go to twinenginecoffee.com/Allison and pick from a wide variety of Nicaraguan roasts. These are USDA certified organic. There's a limited black edition right now, which is processed with honey, as well as a Caturra tea, which is tea. It tastes a lot like black tea made from the coffee fruits. Wherever you are, whatever you're not doing, whatever you are or not recycling, go to one of my sponsors, support my work, and thanks again.